Hello Chocs and Chocolates, and in between, Roberto here for another video review. It's another special one, and it's another in the Cadbury Inventor Bar range. It's the new Cadbury Dairy Milk Fizzing Cherry. So this one was invented by, who was invented this one? It's Roxy, I'm not sure I can, Roxy Amini, I think that says, yeah, I think so. Roxy Amini. Amini or Amini? I'm not sure. But Roxy nonetheless. But yes, it doesn't say this on the bar, but it says it on Cadbury's website, so I'll read it from the website. So it says, Fizzing Cherry. Get ready for a party in your mouth with fruity pieces of chewy cherry chunks. Easy for some to say. A crunch of delicious biscuit topped off with a crackling explosion of popping candy. Yeah, experimental baker Roxy wanted to be able to enjoy her favourite summer fruit in the best possible way, wrapped in chocolate. Well, there we go. Well, it sounds very interesting, doesn't it? So, yeah, cherry chunks, delicious biscuits, topped off with an explosion of popping candies. Yeah, so these Inventor Bars, what it is Cadbury hold a competition every year. So this is the third year now. It's the third year, maybe fourth. I think it's third. Yeah, so basically you go onto their website and you create a bar and name it, essentially. And I think you have to choose 3 ingredients. So I don't think you could use fewer or more. So obviously Roxy in this case has chosen fizzing, popping candy, cherry, and biscuit pieces. Yeah, so clearly he named it Fizzing, Fizzing Cherry. So it's one of those where people just can make random stuff up and then call it something, and I think really not really making much thought of it. And then of course, I don't think you actually put in a description of why you did it. I think it's only sort of probably when they get in touch with you. I'm not too sure, but yeah, so it could have just been any old nonsense someone's thrown together, and then they've justified it later on by saying it was enjoy your favourite summer fruit or whatever. I'm not sure, but we'll give Roxy the benefit of the doubt. So there we go. There seems to be 2 women and a guy in the finals, I think. I think most years it's been that, from what I remember. Could be wrong, of course, but yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting one. So what's it say on the actual front of it? Milk chocolate with soft chews of fruity cherry pieces, tingly cracking popping candy, and crunchy biscuits. Yeah, so basically I've just read another one, No Frowny Brownie, and that did have crunchy biscuit pieces in it as well. So clearly, it's a common ingredient over the 2 of them. I think biscuit's quite a common one. I think it's always in most years, really, but it's nice to see a bit of difference in them. So only 1 bar remains. So you've got to vote, basically, by going to Cadbury's website. So there's probably a website on here somewhere. There you go on the back. Only 1 bar will remain. There can be only 1. Support your favourites at cadburyinventor.com. T&Cs apply. Have you also tried No Frowny Brownie? Yes. Banoffee Nut Crumble? No. Yes, I'm going to try that one soon. So calorie wise, 515 calories per 100 grams, 27 grams of fat, 16 of which are saturates, per 6 chunks, basically quarter of the bar, 27.5 grams, 142 calories, 7.4 grams of fat, 4.3 of which are saturates. That's, so there we go. Let's say 110 gram bar, there it is. Yeah, so what's it say there? Milk chocolate with chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces. Chili pepper flavoured. Well, there's nothing about that, is there, on any of the bar, yeah. It's just fruity cherry pieces on the front, but it's got chili pepper flavoured. Okay, that's very strange, isn't it? Yeah. Let's read that again, look. Chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces. Popping candy 4% and biscuit pieces 2%. So, okay, so I'm not too sure that Roxy on a, what was he saying, on some holidays, what did it say again? Give it, party in your mouth. Yeah, so experimentator Roxy wants to be able to enjoy your favourite summer fruit in the best possible way. There's no mention of chili peppers there, is there? So, okay. That seems a bit strange. So, what's it say? Milk chocolates, milk solids 20% minimum, actual 23%. No idea why there's a minimum of 20 in an actual, but there we go. Solids 20% minimum. Contains vegetable fats in addition to cocoa butter. So it's probably got palm oil in there. So your palm fat at least. Palm fat there. There we go. Got the Queen approved symbol underneath here. And there it is. Suited vegetarians. Got the recycle thing, which means Cadbury support recycling, but doesn't necessarily mean this is recyclable. By appointment to Her Majesty the Queen, cocoa and chocolate manufacturers, Cadbury UK Limited, Bourneville. And it's got these love hearts there, which I think are something. I think that's particular to Roxy, I think, because the other ones have different ones on there. I think one of the others had a paw print on and another one had an apron with a C on it, which may or may not stand for the person's surname, or could just be a C for chocolate and just something random that Cadbury's have put on. Alright, well, it looks quite interesting. You do see actually a chili pepper here, I think. So there is a sign of chili on there, unless that's meant to be popping candy. Not sure. Yeah, it's probably, I don't know what that is actually, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, it could be popping candy, could be chili, I don't know. So I'm interested to see what it tastes like either way. So before that though, we'll have to give it an open, have a look at it. So yeah, let's do it. Well, before I do that though, I forgot to say that you can see it's got the new Cadbury sort of wrapping paper inspired by the Cadbury Australia basically. And you can see there, Dairy Milk Australia anyway. That sort of milk established 1905 and dairy and stuff like that in the wrapper there. It's quite nice. Alright, let's give it an open. Let's do it. Right, okay, once again this Cadbury's Dairy Milk Fizzing Cherry Inventor Bar Edition by Roxy. Roxy Amini. An open. But before we do, let's give it a measure. I think it's 18.5 centimetres roughly for the flourishes, but it could slightly different for this one. But yeah, about 18.5 centimetres. Let's give it an open then. Yes, I've done by about this time of recording. I think I've done about 790 reviews. I think. I don't think it's 890. I think it's 790 reviews. So if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll put a link to a playlist of all my other reviews in the top right hand corner as you look. So after you've watched this one and fancy seeing some more, click on that and yeah, hope you enjoy this too. And I'll put a link to a playlist of all the Cadbury Inventor Bar reviews I've done as well. I've reviewed all of them, so yes, that'll be in the top right hand corner as well. It might appear later on, but you'll be able to find it now, I think. Oh wow, so a lovely smell coming from it. I don't know if I'd say it smells of cherry, but it's a lovely smell. I think it's more biscuit pieces actually, to be honest with you. But you can see they're full of stuff there. I think it's probably the biscuit pieces, I'm not sure. Let's give it a bit of a measure then, just to see if we've lost any, or we will have done with the flourishes. So it's now about 15.2 centimetres, so yeah. The last one I did I thought was 15.1, but it's 15.2 for sure this time. Yeah, so I lost about 19.5, wasn't it, before? Yeah. Or maybe, yeah. 18.5, I think. Yeah, so we lost about almost just under 3.5 centimetres, so pretty close there. Just give it a quick measure. Yeah, it's about 7.4, 7.5 centimetres in width there as well. We've got some calipers, so we'll do a bit of a caliper test as well. See? You just could squish them a bit. Yeah, 7.45, so there we go. Yeah, that's pretty much what I said, so that's quite good. Okay. It's going to be standard affair on top. See, it's an 8x3 bar, but obviously quarters is 6 chunks for your calories, so 6 segments. Looks quite good. You can see there's lots of pieces in there. Still looks quite similar to the other one I had, which is the brownie one. Lots of big brownie pieces, but I assume they're cherry. You see lots of stuff at the bottom as well. Let's just, for completeness' sake, measure the height of the segments. 10 centimetre. 10 millimeters. Yeah. Don't remember it being so clear on the last one, but about 6.4 millimeters between the segments. All right, yeah, looks interesting then. So you got a typical sort of Cadbury affair going on here. It says Cadbury on each of the segments. Let's give it a bit of a snap then. See what we're up against, so we can determine. There we go. So the cherry pieces, which I assume are the darker pieces there, don't particularly look, well, they look quite cherry now, don't they, now up close. But in hand, they don't really look, they look more like, sort of like they could just be brownie pieces. They don't particularly look very cherry-like, unless you catch the light on. It's only really zoomed in this close that they look like they could be like a cherry or a fruity type affair. There we go, finally focused in, yeah, so you can see there again. You just see the biscuit piece on one of them on the right. Cherry pieces, yeah. Quite solid bar with some bubbles in, but yeah, okay. Well, I think we should give it a taste. See if we can taste this cherry and if it's chili pepper or what. I don't know, it seems a bit bizarre. As I said, the description was very strange. What was it again? Milk chocolate with chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces. Yeah, so I'm interested to see what that means, because of course it's not described as being in any way chili pepper related on the front, fizzing cherry. And it says there, a soft chews of fruity cherry pieces. Doesn't say anything about chili pepper. So yeah, so good. That's our head blown away with spice. Who knows? Let's see. Let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Right, go look at this Cadbury Dairy Milk Inventor Bar Fizzing Cherry Special Edition a taste. Yes, this one's designed by Roxy. So Roxy Amini or Amini. Now, the confusing one about this one that I'm intrigued about was the fact that there's no mention of any sort of spiciness to it or chilies on it. Milk chocolate with a soft chews Milk chocolate with soft chews of fruity cherry pieces, tingling, cracking, popping candy, and crunchy biscuits. It's on the back. Read between, read close. So it's got chili pepper. Milk chocolate with chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces. Yeah, so interesting if it does taste if there's any spice to it or not. And that certainly is not what's written on the front. So, yeah, I don't know if Roxy did name it and describe it. I don't know if she described it, but name it at least. I don't know. There's no mention of chili there. So, well, got a couple of squares. Let's give it a taste. Let's find out. Let's do it. There's a nice freshness to it. Bit of a chew as well from the cherry, chewy pieces, I guess. What did it refer to them as? Soft chews. And popping candy's coming through as well. Not bad. Not bad. Well, I'm still not getting any spice from it, so whatever that bit on the ingredients on the back was about is a bit false. It's not bad. I'm not really getting much of a cherry flavour from it, to be honest with you. It's sort of like a fruity flavour, but not necessarily cherry, just some generic fruit flavour, I think. If I wasn't looking for any chili, I don't think I'd detect any, but because I can taste something that might be slightly chili-like in taste, but not really in spice or anything, just in a sort of bit of a peppery taste. Popping candy is definitely down. The chew of the cherry pieces is quite nice. Crunchy from the biscuit as well. Biscuits are quite crunchy piece, a bit like Rice Krispie pieces, really. It's not bad. It doesn't really taste anything like cherry, really. To be honest with you, to be blunt, it's got sort of like a chewy pieces in there, which could be anything. Almost something slightly fruity, but certainly not cherry. I don't think you'd pick cherry on the top of your list of what fruit it could be. I think you'd probably assume raspberry or strawberry, maybe raspberry. But even then, you can't really taste that either. So it really doesn't. Cherry's quite a distinct taste. I just did a tier list of top flavours in chocolate, and I actually put cherry at the top. So it's one of my favourite fillings with chocolate because it works so well. So I'm in a reasonable position to say that this tastes nothing like cherry. It really doesn't. I mean, there's a slight taste there of something fruity, but as I say, you'd really struggle to really name just what fruit it was, and I don't think cherry would be top of the list at all. The popping candy definitely comes through, and there's a crunch there, but it's more like Rice Krispie pieces. I don't think it's really biscuity either, so that's a bit disappointing. There was a new one I reviewed as well, but they had like crunchy, apparently had crunchy sort of salted caramel pieces in there, and I sort of attributed it to that, but because they were quite common as well, and but I'll say having the biscuit piece in this one, they are very sort of they're not really biscuit-like. Is the gist of it. So this one's not bad. I think this one's up until this point I've reviewed the Frowny Brownie and this one. I've not done the Banoffee one yet. I think I probably preferred this one because I feel like this one the flavours were distinct, and the other one I couldn't really taste two of them, which was the salted caramel and the brownie, unless I really got a little bit out and nibbled it. So I think this one's probably better than the other, but it's still a bit disappointing because there's really no cherry. I don't know why it's got saying it's chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces or whatever it was, because you can certainly not. I mean, if I'm looking for chili pepper, I can perhaps say there is a slight taste of something that's a peppery, but it's not spicy at all. And I don't get why it's chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces. That's very strange. Why? It makes no sense to me. That I don't know why you've got chili pepper flavoured cherry pieces. Why it's not just cherry pieces or chili pepper pieces? And it certainly isn't. It's certainly not spicy or anything like a chili pepper in any way, shape, or form. So I don't get it. I would say if I was looking for it, I might say, oh yes, I can slightly taste something that's slightly peppery, but only because I think whatever it is in the cherry pieces themselves don't really taste of cherry. So you could probably just think it tastes of anything. Vaguely fruity-ish, veggie-ish. I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know. Well, I guess pepper is a fruit, isn't it? I guess, but yeah. So bit of an odd one. I assume it is anyway. Seeds inside it, but I think it's a very bit of a funny one. That one. I don't know. This one it just doesn't taste cherry. Like cherry, as I say, is a very distinct flavour, and it really has no cherry flavour at all. Really doesn't. So yeah. I don't know. I think this one, as I say though, is going back to what I was saying before. Is better than the other one because I think the other one had one distinct taste, and that was really just the crunch. This one though, you can taste the popping candy, you can taste the chewiness of those chewy bits, and there's a crunch there, but it's not really biscuits, it's more like Rice Krispie pieces. So I think they've missed the biscuit side of it in these bars actually, which is a shame. I like the chewiness of it. I like that chew. I think that's nice. It's just a shame it doesn't taste of anything. I'm sure Cadbury's did it in their Marvelous Creations in the past where they've, I think these are basically the spiritual successors to that range of bars. Really, I know they still have the one of them at the, what it's called now. It's a popping candy one again, isn't it? Really, but anyway, it's nothing too special. But I think the gist of it is they've scrapped that range and are doing these instead, and I think that's the gist of it because these are sort of like that kind of thing, and they've got the public involved as well. So yeah, a bit of market research on their part, really. Long story short is they discovered that people submitted certain flavours, that the sort of orange flavoured chocolate last year or the year before, and that's why I've got all these orange chocolates that have come out. Like Cadbury's Twirl Orange and orange fingers and orange buttons and all sorts. Yeah, so who knows what will come of this? Maybe cherry one soon. But yeah, so I don't know. As I don't know if any of them had any orange, but I think one of them did actually, didn't it, last year? But yeah, anyway, digressing. Yeah, so this one, I don't know. It's okay. I just wish it was flavoured a bit more. There's a slight fruity taste, but it's very slight. It really is. It's such a shame. Yeah, the popping candy works. It works better than the other one. As I say, you can taste it. It's just the biscuits a bit too Rice Krispie like as well. I think that's something. It's crazy that they've missed what the actual biscuit is really. So I think this one, yeah, it's probably. It's a high 3.5, a low 4. I think I'm going to say a 4 for this one. I think just to sort of differentiate it from the other one. This one's definitely better than the other one I've tasted so far. We'll see what the banoffee one's like, as I say, in a minute. But yeah, nice, but just doesn't taste anything like cherry. The biscuit's too much like Rice Krispie pieces, but the popping candy works. But I think that's they couldn't really get that wrong, could they? It's either pops or it doesn't. So there we go. Yeah, so there we go. As it could be, I would have thought you could say, oh well, that sort of crunch that tastes like Rice Krispie pieces is actually the popping candy, and you might be right there. But as I say, I sort of had the same problem with the other one. No Frowny Brownie, which had biscuit pieces in this, and again I couldn't taste those, but that could be because I was just tasting the crunchy caramel pieces instead. But I don't know. It's okay. It's all right. As I say, it just doesn't taste of cherry, but I like the chewiness of it. But I just wish it was more fruity, really. Maybe or just a more chew in it. But yeah, yeah. So 4 out of 5, but only just. It's really, yeah. 4 out of 5. You know what? I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. I'm going to say 3.5 out of 5. It's better than the other one, but it's not. It's it's just the fact that there's no real. Let's just have one more taste. Let's just have a see. Just have one more. This is what make or break. One segment. Let's say there is that freshness to it. There is like a fresh, fruity flavour to it, but it isn't really cherry. It's just the fruitiness. Yeah. Okay, you know what? For that reason, yeah, I'll stick at 4, but only just. It's only just a 4. It's got a bit of a chew to it, and it's got the popping candy. I don't know if you can hear it. I say that just freshness in the chocolate, like a flavouring. At a push you could say it's cherry, but it's only you can't really taste it. Yeah, only just maybe, but that's if you get a bit. So I never said that actually. I've got a bit of the chew stuck in my teeth. And when I run my tongue over it, I'm getting a lot of heat actually. It's the first time you don't normally get it, but it's stuck in my tooth. I'm just running my tongue over it. It is spicy actually. It's quite hot. It is actually hot. Now there's nothing to say that on the front of it at all that it is anywhere, shape or form like that. Only if you look on the back of it. So there is actually a bit of heat to it. Which is very strange as well. I don't get it at all, but it is there. I say otherwise, you're not going to get a bit and just start licking it. Just biting and chewing it, and you would never notice that. I don't think it's only literally because it's stuck in my teeth and it's not going anywhere. Very strange. I don't know what that's about either. So very weird. Very unusual. I don't know if it's intended. I say just the whole flavoured part of it is meant to be cherry. least according to the description and stuff, it's as if they've sort of abandoned the whole notion that it's got like a spice to it. Probably because they realised you couldn't taste it unless you did what I've done and got it stuck in your teeth and or got it separate and licked it, you know. So I'm not sure. So I don't know. It's as if they've perhaps realised that it just doesn't work. I'm not too sure. It depends what Roxy submitted it as. Whether she tried to make it like a spicy cherry one. I mean, if you picked the ingredient and it was labelled as being chili pepper cherry pieces, I'm quite sure you would make something of that. You know, that would be the intention, to have it as spiciness. So yeah, it just seems very strange. So it'll be an interesting one. I think they've probably had to backtrack on that one. I'm not sure. I assume so. Because I'm assuming that Roxy would have picked... I can't see them just adding chili pepper at the end of it when it wasn't originally. So it must have been there originally and they've just abandoned that because it didn't really work. But as I say, if you do get it stuck like that or get it isolated and just lick it, you'll get some spice from it. It's still there now, actually. So, yeah. Anyway, there we go. But I think just going to stick just about with a 4 out of 5. As I say, I labelled the point a bit there. But just if it is... It's not. It's got a bit of freshness to it, and that just about lifts it up to be a 4. But it's only just. It's still disappointing, I think, the lack of a cherry taste. But as I say, there is a bit of a chew and there's a bit of a freshness to it. And if you're after that spice, which you probably won't because you won't even know it's there unless you read the small print on the back, it is slightly there, but only in certain circumstances. And that's if you're really, which you're never really likely to do, I don't think. You might actually be surprised and not really like that because it doesn't look to have chili on it at all. So it swings around what's there, and I must say it's probably more of a negative than anything, that it does actually have some spice, possibly, if it gets stuck somewhere, which is the last time you'd want it because you wouldn't be able to get rid of it. So yeah. Anyway, just about 4 out of 5. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, check out YouTube member program. Links in the description, as is the Discord server link as well. I want to put a link to a playlist of all the other Inventor Bar reviews I've done in the top right hand corner, so click on the eye symbol, it should be there. Take care, leave a comment for free, as I say. Great to hear from you, truly will be, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys, take care, bye for now. See ya, bye.